Alright, so we're getting a short opportunity, but like I said, we're focusing on taking the most perfect trades possible. And this trade is by far from perfect. This trade is by far from perfect. Not only is ES still within this 15-minute gap, we also have 5-minute SMT out of this fair value gap right here. Let me mark it out for you guys. Boom, SMT out of this 5-minute gap. ES still hasn't hit this 5-minute gap just yet. We're also inside of a 15 on ES. NQ is also inside of this 15 minutes still, even though we're about to inverse it. But, you know, the shorts just aren't my friend right now. So I definitely want to be with the direction. So if we do end up getting a V-shaped recovery out of this, that would be absolutely perfect and beautiful, because the longs is definitely what I want. Seems like a pretty easy long right here. Ugh, it's just nasty, bro. Everything about this setup is nasty, because we got this 5-minute gap here. We have this 4-minute resting here, but we have a 5-minute resting right above it. We definitely have to see an inverse of this 5-minute. So, you know, definitely not interested in taking shorts until ES rejects or totally inverses this 5-minute gap right here. Definitely not looking at taking shorts here just yet. So we're just gonna continue to wait for something to set up. But, you know, initially at first glance, these shorts look nice, but after deeper look, bro, it's definitely not. So I'm only gonna be worried about the most perfect setups as possible, like I said before, and this is not one of them, fellas. So we're just gonna keep waiting. Change part 3 or 4, you know what I'm saying? This is change. We're change traders. We almost took these shorts here after we tapped into this 5-minute gap, and then we got this 1-minute inverse on both of these indexes right here, and I almost, come on, bro, just work, bro. I almost impulse shorted right here after we inversed. Stops would have been, like, I was literally about to click the button. I had position set and everything. I was literally about to click the button targeting these 930 lows. And, you know, I took a step back and waited and remembered that ES is still within this 15-minute gap. So we don't want to be taking shorts here. We don't. So we ended up not taking that short, saved ourselves a loss, saved ourselves a lot of mental stress, because that would have stressed me out mentally, because I know I'm a better trader than that. So I took a step back, decompressed. I set my phones down, took a step back, and just waited. And we've tested this fair value gap for the 3rd time now. I'm still very happy with these longs, simply because ES is within this 15-minute gap. NQ did inverse it, but we have a pretty nice draw above here, which is just this this high right here, which is this high. I think overall we've dumped so much this week that, you know, I wouldn't mind price being bullish on this Friday. News has already happened. We have a lot of stacked highs, a lot of decent draws higher. So I'm still happy with these buys right here. So if we do end up inversing this gap with some strength on both indexes, we will take longs. And, you know, I'm happy with the trade. And even if we do lose, because there's not going to be a break even on this trade, even if we do lose, I'm very happy with the way I played today. I'm happy with the setup. I'm happy with everything. So if we end up taking this trade, I'll come back to you guys. Or if not, it's just going to be that. The longs here are still valid, but just because of the volume, because of the SMT that we have with this 15-minute fair value gap, we inverse this 15-minute gap, inverse this 5-minute gap. Haven't done it on ES on either of these time frames. The fact that NQ is still not seeing the volume we need to push past this 5-minute gap and blow past it, if we don't inverse it and have a huge spike up on this candle right here, we're going to be done trading for the day, because not only is this is the opening range right here, right there. We haven't broken out of this range. ES is not within this range, but NQ definitely is. It's a Friday as well. You know, I'm not going to be surprised if we just chop around this price area, this price range for the rest of the day. But like I said, the only way for us to take these longs or any type of trade is if we get, you know, a V-shaped recovery, something like that. It's the only way. But if we don't get that, then we're gonna be done for the day. So we're gonna sit here for about, you know, I'm not gonna sit here. I'm just gonna come back. Frick. All right, somebody's car alarm is going off, but exactly what I was anticipating has happened. Well, it's about to happen. About to go 2 contracts. 2 contracts there. Seems like we're gonna go 0.2 there. So I mean, gonna get ready to buy. I mean, exactly what I was waiting for happened. So we're gonna go 2 contracts long. I'm assuming ES is gonna come out and take out these highs right up here. So 2 buy, need to sell 2 right at the lows of that 5-minute candle. Right at the lows of this 5-minute bar. Like I said, there's no way I'm taking a trade unless what I said happened in the previous video would happen, and then that exact thing happened. So literally just targeting a 1-to-1 here, see what we can get. Probably after either ES, we need to sell 2. So probably if we get up here to ES, that'll be our break-even point. Depending on what happens with NQ, if it's too close, then we won't. I would like for this to be our break-even though. But we just gotta wait now. Because if we end up rejecting all the way back down there, I don't want to be in the trade anyway. So we're just gonna let these cook up, see what's gonna happen. I gotta go to Chicago on Monday, so I'm gonna go see the Chicago Board of Trade. I wonder what it looks like. I've never even seen the Chicago Board of Trade, but let me look it up. Chicago Board of Trade. Oh, that's tough. No, that's actually super tough. But I think the cops might be like outside my house. I don't live in the ghetto, bro. You can see the room, bro. I'm not in the ghetto, but. Alright, and these trades are running. Like I said, we're playing big until we can get these accounts out of drawdown, because there's no point to, you know, for us to risk freaking $50 a trade just to keep them alive. It's useless. Chicago Board of Trade is actually super tough, bro. Super tough. I don't know if they'll let me inside, but like, I definitely want to go here. This is trim. Like, this is a wedding picture, but like, look at this, bro. This is insane. It's insane. I want to be there at market. Nah, I can't be there at market open, but it'd be nice. But as you guys can see, we have taken this position on the 5K account. And I just want to use my camera, so first position, or third position on the 5K account is running. We are risking $200 on this, $205. So it's not going anywhere. But overall, if we do have the direction right, eventually the trade is going to top higher and higher and higher. So 1 minute chart looking pretty zesty, pretty freaked out, but I don't really like these chart colors. I feel like they're very juvenile. I feel like they're extremely juvenile, but inverse that 5 minute gap. We don't need that there anymore. This is gonna be, you know, that's an actual draw. This sell limit up here is an actual draw on liquidity. Anywhere else is literally just a random spot on the chart, but we'll probably just take profit at a 1-to-1 if we can get up there. ES, as you can see, is, you know, looking a lot stronger and healthier, obviously, because it's the leader today, but you know, we did get a push up, so us seeing it slow down here isn't out of the normal. Just definitely we need to see, you know, a strong continuation here. This nigga be horny for that shit. My boy got his first funded account last week, like Monday, and I was trolling him and I was telling him to buy 3 contracts of gold or of silver. This nigga bought 8 and blew his account immediately. And I told him I owe him a new funded account. So he just asked me to send the money over there. I've been icing him out this whole week because I don't want him to get the account and then just blow it because he doesn't know how to trade. I don't want him to get it and then just blow it immediately and then just waste my $50. You feel me? I want him to actually, you know, take good positions, and this week hasn't been great for PA. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get you right next week. But he's been texting me like every day. He hits me up every day for it. I'm gonna send him 50 and be like, don't spend it all in one spot. Oh, I don't have Apple connected on his phone. Don't spend it all in one spot. Alright, now. Go get your nails done. Better. It's better. Send him a 50 ball. Told him go get his nails done or something. Go get your nails done. Bro. Honestly, just low-key might just have to close the jump. I ain't gonna lie. Second I close it, bro, you get a God candle to the upside. Second I close it, God candle. I'm not gonna lie, okay, yeah, we're finally starting to get some volatility, some volume. Alright, ES has finally taken out that high. We're very, very far away from this high, though. It's no spot for us to go break even. But I think this is I don't think it's a bad spot to manipulate the stop loss. I do not think it's a bad spot to manipulate the stop loss, because it's important to note that yes, we do have SMT here. We do have SMT. I don't think it's going to be the biggest, it shouldn't be the biggest issue if we're going to be bullish above here. I think it's just something to take note of, that it's not going to be good for us if we end up rejecting this and then having a flip lower, which inclines me to, you know, manipulate this stop loss to somewhere useful. Because I feel like we have two options here. Either we manipulate the stop loss and we flip red, and then we just slowly wait for the next hour for us to get chopped out. Because we want to see structure hold here. We want to see structure continue to hold. I feel like if we get a break of these highs right here and a closure above those highs, then we definitely shouldn't see price return down to these lows. But off the rip, we shouldn't see price return down to these lows as it is. As it is, we don't want to see that. So I don't think that this is a bad spot. It's not necessarily a protected low. It's just price shouldn't return back to there if we're going to be bullish. We've already hit that draw with SMT. I don't mind it. Just for protection to manipulate this stop loss there. On top of that, price is already not reacting beautifully out of this after win versus gap. Price already isn't moving very efficiently, so there's no reason for us to sit in this trade if it's clearly going against us. So yeah, we have moved that stop loss up to those lows right there, still giving it plenty of room to breathe, but overall I'm not a big fan of this, so I'll even close a little bit early if it starts to look super nasty, and I'm okay with missing potential money if we do end up breaking our rules there. But there was a tweet from Dodgy that I saw. He was like, if a trade's clearly going out of your favor and things aren't looking good anymore, why sit in the trade? There's no purpose to sitting in a losing trade, especially if it just, if you accept everything that comes with it, then there's no problem. So Dodgy, being a guy that makes a lot more money than I do, I don't mind taking his advice, So we're just really working on trying to slow these markets down and understand what we're feeling, what emotions we're feeling at the time we're feeling them. It's very important for me to understand that, because like I said, Diego Trades has, he doesn't have the same problems as I do. We have different problems. For some reason, he will blow all of his funded accounts in a day. Me, I just take very bad trades, very, very bad trades, and then I'll sit in them hoping that they work. So I'm a hope trader occasionally. So everybody has different vices. Everybody has different vices. So now, we're starting to really get this push up. We're definitely going to go break even after we take out these highs right here. Nothing else to it. Nothing else to sit and wait for. On the 5K count, we're going to be up about half of whatever this position is. So we're up $50 on this 5K count. But if we do end up winning this trade, it'll be, something. It'll be a sizable amount. Maybe like $250 or something like that. It's like 10%, I'm pretty sure. I want to play some music. So I might just mute this, honestly. I might just stop the recording, play some music and stuff. Or I got headphones. I don't know where my headphones are. This time, baby, I'll be. So we have our stops at a swing low. Alright. We're gonna analyze this. I mean, it's just not pretty, bro, honestly. I'm assuming maybe we could potentially move the stops here. We got a closure above that structure point. Nasty retracement. Nasty retracement. Just a disgusting retracement. That's just disgusting, honestly. Yeah, it's just so filthy, bro. It's just so nasty. It's not even pretty to look at. Like, I don't even want to see that, bro. Especially after you have... I don't even care about the S&T, bro. It's just getting late. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting really late. So we'll lose $50 on this trade if we end up getting stopped out. Seems like a lot. How we... We'll probably lose like 100 on the other account. Yeah. We'll lose like 100. And honestly, I'm probably just going to close it right here, bro. It's just so gross. It's just so gross. I don't even like looking at this shit. We're going to accept the risk of these. I was definitely going to take that draw out. Definitely. Yeah. Really nasty trade. Really nasty trade. We're out there. Alright, we suffered a $50 loss on this account and then a $100 loss on the other account. Like I said, it just wasn't pretty at all. Just the nastiest trade I've ever seen in my life, actually. Either way, reaction off this 15-minute gap on ES, had SMT at these highs, which caused us to retrace. It's a Friday, late in the day. Just overall nasty position. Still a great trade, idea-wise. Just didn't work out. Probably could have moved our stops to break even after we, got this push here. Definitely want to see volume continue from there. But anything other than that, pretty happy with the trade, happy with the risk management, happy with the loss. So can't get much better than that. Change part 4. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see y'all Monday.